Joe Cole. I said Joe Cole. J. Cole. Signing autographs, selling his CDs. Out the trunk. This is the top 7. Touching the people. Doing it completely different. Look at that. Look at that. The conversation in 2026, so 2025 going into 2026, is that, what can be done to re-energize or revitalize the music industry globally and also locally. I'm talking about whether it's Afro beats, whatever genre you're in, particularly for Black music. What can be done? Because everybody's making good music. Everybody's doing the basics, the digital marketing, the sponsored adverts, putting money on it, paying influencers for user-generated content. Everybody is almost doing the same thing. So how can you stand out? I think now the discussion is about going back to the basics, connecting with your authentic fan base, building your own community, those that are heavily in support of you, finding a way to directly link with them so people are trying new stuff or trying to improve on their mailing list databases, exclusive contents, exclusive merch drops, just trying to build their own fan base. And again, it goes to what J. Cole has started to do in 2026. If you remember 2025, he has been heavily criticized for dropping out of the beef between Kendrick himself and Drake, him saying publicly, taking down the beef records and saying publicly, apologizing to Kendrick and stepping out of the beef. His hip-hop credibility and rap credibility was hugely dented and was on the line. However, a lot of people in the hip-hop community have even said that there's no way for him to come back. They're not going to be looking at him with the same type of eyes, having stepped away from beef, because hip-hop is about rap battle and beef and stuff like that. So people were really waiting for how he was going to come back. Then his rollout for this album, The Fallout, was the first thing where he dropped exclusive music on his website, and you had to pay maybe $1 or $2 to activate the music and listen to his verses and his music. Boom, that was the first rollout. Now the second thing is that he went back into his 2003 Honda and is doing the tour around America where he's selling out the trunk his CDs. But what that is also doing is that he's completely cut out the middleman. Yes, the music is on streaming platforms and Apple and whatever can do whatever they want to do with that. You can do the sponsored adverts. That's being done. However, he's sidelined the intermediary, who would be the media platforms, your podcasts, your radio platforms, and he's gone direct to consumer. He's touching his fan base directly. He's signing autographs. He's taking pictures. He's having personal conversations. He's selling merch. He's making this a direct relationship with his organic and most influential base, which are his fans. And regardless of what the hip-hop community wants to say about him stepping away from beef or stepping away from the rap battle, the most important people to him are the people that are putting money in his pockets, and he's connecting with them differently, touching them differently outside of any podcast and radio. And that, for me, is the way forward. Emotional connection. I saw another video with him that just made me smile. Look at this one.
Hey, bro, the album is amazing, bro. The album is amazing. Bro, thank you, bro. We talking about album for hell yeah, bro. We drove an hour and a half just to come to see, bro.
Look at that.
We want to come to see me, bro. We just got something work.
Yo should rap, bro.
Hey, the football.
That's him running into some of his fans on the streets whilst driving his 2003 Honda and having that moment of intimacy that a lot of people would not have had with a J. Cole. Again, regardless of what anybody wants to say about him stepping away from beef, he's doing the most important thing and touching his fans directly, reaching out to them, selling the music and the merch to them right directly. And in my opinion, the credibility that's most important is with those that are putting money in your pocket. And that emotional connection, nobody, no analyst, no podcaster, no radio personality or hip-hop head will be able to break that chain. That's an example to go forward in 2026.